Hieroglyphics were the primary written language used by ancient Egyptians, which included a combination of symbols representing sounds, objects, and ideas. The writing system was complex and allowed them to express their thoughts, beliefs, and history through various forms of media like walls, monuments, papyrus, and even human skin. This elaborate system was deeply rooted in their culture and allowed for a more comprehensive understanding of ancient Egyptian society. The first hieroglyphs were found in the Naqada culture around 3400 BCE. These early symbols were more simplified, called proto-hieroglyphs, and evolved over time into the hieratic script. This evolution shows how ancient Egyptians adapted their writing system to suit their needs and technological advancements as they progressed through different historical periods. Ancient Egyptians believed that writing was a gift from their gods, particularly Thoth, the god of wisdom and writing. This belief highlights the religious significance of hieroglyphics in ancient Egyptian culture and emphasizes how deeply intertwined their spiritual and intellectual lives were. Writing was not only a means of communication, but also held mystical properties, as seen in the use of hieroglyphs for magic and religious rituals. Hieroglyphics were written on various surfaces, such as walls, monuments, papyrus, and even human skin for funerary purposes. The versatility of this writing system allowed the ancient Egyptians to use it in various contexts and express themselves in different ways, depending on their needs and intentions. This flexibility also enabled them to create artworks, such as tomb reliefs and funerary texts, which served as guides for the deceased in the afterlife. The Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1799 by French soldiers, played a crucial role in deciphering hieroglyphs, as it contained the same text written in 3 different scripts: Greek, Demotic, and Hieroglyphic. This discovery enabled scholars to translate hieroglyphics by comparing the texts and identifying the correspondences between them. The Rosetta Stone provided a key that unlocked the door to understanding one of the world's earliest written languages. Jean-François Champollion was the first person to decode hieroglyphics in 1822, using the Rosetta Stone as his key. His groundbreaking work allowed modern scholars to understand this ancient writing system and gain valuable insights into Egyptian history and culture. Champollion's efforts revolutionized the study of Egyptology, opening up a new field of research in the humanities. Hieroglyphics have over 700 distinct signs, including pictures of animals, plants, and objects to represent sounds and ideas. This extensive repertoire of symbols allowed the Egyptians to express their thoughts in a complex and nuanced manner. The use of hieroglyphics allowed them to convey a wealth of information, from simple everyday messages to intricate religious texts and historical records. The Egyptians developed a form of cursive writing called hieratic script that was faster to write than hieroglyphics, but used more symbols and abbreviations. This demonstrates the evolution of their writing system over time, with new scripts emerging to cater to different needs and contexts. The hieratic script was used for administrative purposes, as it allowed scribes to write more efficiently and quickly than with the slower hieroglyphic script. One of the earliest known examples of an Egyptian scribe is Merakar, who lived around 2000 BCE and recorded his father's wisdom. This evidence suggests that the art of writing was passed down from generation to generation, with scribes playing a vital role in preserving and transmitting knowledge. Scribes were highly respected individuals who held a special place in Egyptian society due to their literacy and the knowledge they possessed. Hieroglyphics were not only used for communication, but also for religious and magical purposes, including spells and incantations on amulets and tombs. This shows how the writing system was deeply intertwined with spiritual beliefs and practices. The use of hieroglyphics in religious contexts allowed priests to perform rituals and invoke the power of the gods, while their magical properties were believed to protect and guide the deceased in the afterlife. The earliest known hieroglyphic text is the Narmer Palette, which dates back to 3000 BCE and depicts King Narmer uniting Upper and Lower Egypt. This artifact demonstrates the early use of hieroglyphics in commemorating significant historical events and reinforcing political power. The Narmer Palette is a testament to the importance of writing in ancient Egyptian culture, as it served as both a work of art and a historical record. The ancient Egyptian language is considered an Afro-Asiatic language, belonging to the eastern branch of the Semitic subfamily. This classification reveals the linguistic connections between ancient Egyptian and other languages languages in the region. The study of ancient Egyptian language provides insights into the development of human language and helps to bridge gaps in our understanding of early civilization. Hieroglyphics have a phonetic alphabet with 24 characters, which represent consonants and vowels. This feature allowed for a more flexible and expressive writing system that could convey the nuances of spoken language. The phonetic alphabet was an essential development in the evolution of hieroglyphics, as it made the writing system more accessible and easier to use. A unique feature of hieroglyphics is their logographic system, where symbols represented entire words or morphemes. This aspect made the writing system more efficient and easier to learn for those who could recognize and remember these symbol-word associations. The logographic system was crucial in the development of hieroglyphics, as it allowed for a more concise and compact way of representing language. Hieroglyphics were written from right to left and from top to bottom, with lines arranged in a horizontal direction. This layout was consistent with other ancient writing systems of the time and facilitated reading and writing. The orientation and arrangement of hieroglyphics were designed to be easily readable and visually pleasing, enhancing the overall aesthetics of the texts. The language used hieroglyphic symbols for numerals, ranging from 1 to 9, and then using combinations of these to express numbers up to 1,000,000. This system allowed the Egyptians to accurately record measurements in quantities, an essential aspect of their daily lives. For instance, the number 1 was depicted by a single stroke, representing unity and oneness, while the number 10 was denoted as 2 hands, with 5 fingers each. The ancient Egyptians also used writing for administrative purposes, such as accounting, record-keeping, and taxation. This reveals how hieroglyphics served practical functions in managing the country's resources and maintaining order within society. The use of writing for administrative purposes was a vital aspect of ancient Egyptian civilization, as it allowed for efficient record-keeping and the organization of resources. The hieroglyphic script was influenced by cuneiform from Mesopotamia and later by Demotic and Coptic scripts, which were used in the Ptolemaic and Roman periods. These interactions demonstrate how ancient Egyptian writing was not isolated, but rather part of a broader cultural exchange. The influence of other writing systems on hieroglyphics shows the adaptability and flexibility of this ancient language. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and prayers for the deceased, is one of the most significant examples of hieroglyphics in ancient Egypt. This work showcases the intricate nature of this writing system and its importance in shaping Egyptian beliefs about life after death. The Book of the Dead is a testament to the central role hieroglyphics played in ancient Egyptian society and their influence on religious practices. Hieroglyphs were also used to decorate tomb walls and coffins, conveying messages about the deceased's life, beliefs, and afterlife journey. This practice reflects the deep connection between writing and religious beliefs in ancient Egyptian culture. The use of hieroglyphics in funerary art was an essential aspect of burial rituals, as it allowed the deceased to be remembered and guided through the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians did not develop a written language for everyday use. Instead, the primary purpose of writing was for religious and administrative functions. This suggests that literacy may have been limited to a select group of individuals who held positions of power or responsibility within society. Literacy would have been restricted to a well-educated few who possessed the ability and knowledge to decipher these intricate markings, effectively creating an intellectual elite within the society. During the Ptolemaic period, 305 to 30 BCE, a simplified form of hieroglyphics called Coptic was developed for use by Christians. This adaptation demonstrates how writing systems can evolve over time to accommodate new beliefs and practices. The development of Coptic shows the continued importance of writing in Egyptian society as it adapted to changing religious and cultural dynamics. The last known example of Egyptian hieroglyphs was written in the 4th century CE during the Christianization of Egypt. This signifies the gradual replacement of hieroglyphics with other scripts as Egyptian society and culture adapted to new influences. The eventual decline of hieroglyphics can be attributed to a combination of factors, including religious conversion, cultural changes, and the emergence of new writing systems. Many ancient Egyptian texts have been lost over time due to environmental factors, such as dampness and humidity. This highlights the fragility of these valuable historical resources and the importance of ongoing efforts to preserve and study them. The preservation and study of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics are essential for understanding their cultural heritage and gaining insights into the civilization that produced them. Today, hieroglyphics remain an important part of Egypt's cultural heritage, with ongoing efforts to preserve and study the texts and artifacts they appear on. This continued interest in hieroglyphics underscores their enduring significance as a window into ancient Egyptian life and thought. The study of hieroglyphics provides a unique perspective on the development of human civilization and the evolution of writing systems over time.